So, welcome to our second June podcast on the theme of Pay It Forward, how Edmonton area entrepreneurs are giving back to their communities and growing their businesses as a result. We're here this morning at Dutch Delicious, more than a bakery, to chat with Siebe Koopman. In addition to being a great baker, a deli operator, a retailer of fine European goods, Siebe is a servant leader who inspires his team, his family, and his faith community. Good morning, Siebe.
Good morning, Steve.
Let's start with the story of how you acquired your bakery and transformed it into Dutch Delicious.
Yeah, I went in the Netherlands. I went to the baking school for 4 years, and when I moved out to Canada, where I was born back in '82, I came here and met my wife, and you can guess the rest.
Yeah.
Then I started working here in a bakery, of course, with my baking background, and then this Dutch bakery came up for sale, which was a little bit neglected. So then any change was a good change, and yeah, me being a little bit stubborn, I had my own ideas, and with some amazing people around me, I was able to change it around.
Yeah, and Siebe is somebody who comes to your bakery often, and anyone who frequents your business. It's obvious that one of your core values is sharing abundance with your community. And one of the initiatives that really caught my eye was breaking bread together. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely, yeah. That is our branding signature, as the company told us how they call it, the few words that we go by. And it really started with a gentleman very close to me. He tried to pull out of me what this branding signature was supposed to be, and I had a very hard time. It took months before I had it, and he just kept pulling and kept naming things, and so we finally came. Because I have a lot of siblings, I love people around me, so it's part of my personality, but part of my history. And I love food. As a young kid, when my grandparents took it out for supper, I walked away from the supper table into the kitchen, and the chefs would show me around. So the two loves in my life is for people and for food, and those combined, like coming straight out of the Bible, is the best. Like breaking bread together, because you do that with people you love. You don't sit down and have a meal with your enemies. So you do that with people you love. So, and there's a few more things with that as well. As I thought about this question, like John Maxwell says, it's lonely at the top as leaders. But then he goes like, actually, you're not a real leader if you're lonely at the top, because leaders, you take people with you. And so to have people around you is just amazing. And you can do way more with people around you than just by yourself. So it's not about yourself. And of course, being a Christian, a child of God, is like we've been given so much. So you got to pay it forward. My Opa, my Canadian Opa, I call him, he was a real multiplier. You have people in life that are multipliers and some people that are subtractors. So just to be a multiplier, to give back to people, is just way more fun, and you attract more people as well. So that's probably a long answer.
And you practice that, like you give certain loaves of bread out to your customers, and
absolutely, yeah. We only do fresh breads, and the result of that is that whatever is left over goes to nonprofits here in the neighborhood and in Edmonton. So absolutely.
And I've come up to your counter sometimes, and you'll have half a loaf or part of a loaf that you just give out to people to taste your really great bakery.
Totally, and that is a combination again, how we literally break bread, but also as a marketing strategy. Like, people have to try our new breads, and what better way to show it from the heart, where we once a month literally break bread together. So,
I love your sourdough. It was
it's good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And you also do a lot for seniors in your community, including a special organization. It's called Immanuel House. And what are some of the initiatives and promotions and some of the things you've done with them?
Yeah, the Immanuel Home. I love my grandparents, especially on my father's side. When they phone, like just hearing their voice can get me homesick. So I mean, if there's a home full with all opas and omas, I just kind of adopted them. And it's a wonderful place where when you walk in there, it just feels like home. So we've done a couple things. Once where with the bus driver at that time and the director of the home, we got together and we organized a huge fundraiser, and the community was really behind it. They made it happen. We had 50% more sales than we expected that days, and within 3 months, with other corporate sponsors, we were able to buy a bus. And then, just to expand that whole giving more, we figured a couple of years later that what if we just treat the staff of the home way better, then in response they will treat the residents better. So it's nice to treat the residents good, but if we treat the staff, then we're one step ahead, and they'll just do it better. So we did a gift of giving with Christmas. We surprised them and gave all of the staff there a present. And because the staff is just amazing there.
And that was a great video to see.
It was
delivering
way
that.
too much fun. It was way too much fun.
That was great. And you have a wonderful team here, and so how do you ensure that your values of spirit of abundance shines through your team members?
Absolutely, yeah. Some of it is since 3 years I've been with an amazing leadership coaching called Entre Leadership, and they've really rocked my world. With them, I am once a month with fellow like-minded business owners on a call, on like a video call, and we discuss great wins, we discuss great issues, and we discuss business, so that really helps me. But then we have weekly team meetings. Every talk I try to connect back to core values. When someone does something great, I try to tell them. When somebody needs to be corrected, I also tie it back to the core values. We do our monthly breaking breads, as you said, with the sourdoughs. We've done field trips where we go out and meet with businesses in the area that does something that's amazing, where we can just learn from and soak up from.
So another quote from the Bible is you reap what you sow.
Absolutely.
Right? And so how has some of this come back to you and to your business?
I do some of this giving also for selfish reasons. I do it because it feeds my positive dog. Like it helps me to stay positive. If I just give, it will come back in certain ways. And so how has this come back? With the bus sale from Immanuel Home, for example, we had planned a certain amount that we were going to donate, but then the community stepped up and came in, and they just upped their sales with 50%. So that was amazing. So that's how we felt we were giving back. I've had a couple 70-year-old friends around me, which is not normal. I'm just halfway in my 30s, and to have like a friend that's twice as old that wants to pour into you is just amazing. And I believe if people can see that you give from the heart, you will get back. And also just looking back at our business, that we have been able to grow every single year, sometimes very slow, it's just been amazing. Like some people have in the harder years have stayed the same or even gone down. We have grown every single year, so that's just amazing.
That is fantastic. That's a great Alberta success story.
Yeah, well, and again, it just comes from being amazing team members, having amazing people around me, and just being too blessed to be stressed.
Too blessed to be stressed. Remember, that's a great one.
Yeah.
So if any of our listeners would like to contact you, or they want to come visit Dutch Delicious, what are the coordinates? How do they find you?
Totally, yeah. We're here in northwest Edmonton at the traffic circle. But the easiest way to contact me right away is just via email. Like I work the night shift, and I'm not always here during the day. But yeah, contact me via email, then you'll be sure to get an answer back that same day. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So info at Dutch Delicious and this.
Absolutely, info at DutchDeliciousBakery.com will be the email. Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, I've enjoyed our conversation, Siebe, as always. It's great to have these conversations with local business owners who pay it forward and reap benefits for themselves, their teams, and their business. So, folks, if you enjoyed the podcast or have examples of how you or other businesses give back to the communities, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you.